Hold on. Okay.
Mute my mic then.
Yeah, so everybody can just go ahead and mute their mics. All right. Let's begin. Before the women's rights movement in the 17th centuries, homes experienced a peace like none other. Children were taught good morals by their moms and got much attention from both parents. Children, oh, hold on, I missed something. Let me start over, sorry. All right, let me start over. Before the women's rights movement in the 19th century, homes experienced a peace like none other. Children were taught good moral by their parents and get much needed attention from both parents. But after women started to be an active part of society, the family life failed. Children were now being neglected and a lot of problems started to arise in society. In order to fix most of society's problems today, women should return to their rightful place in the home and look after their families properly. Now that women work, more jobs have to be provided and children are left to be raised by nannies who lead them to the television all day. This causes children to learn from whatever is been presented on the television, which, as one can see, is just crime and sexual contents. The limited love at home causes a child to look for love elsewhere, which most times can be in the streets, which can be a cold place these days. And they get hurt even more. Children need love because they are our future. If you train them right, then we'll have a secure future. Though this generation, in a way, past the point of turnaround because we can't just tell a single mother to stay home and raise her kids on no income. We need to train the next generation for a better future. Young girls need to be taught the rules of a true woman who keep the home in order and take care of the family. Young men need to be taught that they are the providers for the family and that they should love and respect women. This should be a fundamental teaching in all aspects of education because now most people can't do it on their own, but it takes a village to raise a child. So together we can solve 50% of society's problem. Look at our world today. So many children are in foster care and going through so much suffering because a mother is not able to raise that child on their own, or they just too busy working to take care of the child or had a children at a young age so they feel they are not capable to raise that child. Children are our future. They become the adults later, and whatever training they get when they are young, that will shape the future. They so imagine a world where the mother actually stayed home and helped to nurture their child, while the father worked to make a family comfortable. Our job shortage would be solved because the percentage of job that was occupied by women would be more available for men only, and this would make it easier for society to satisfy the family needs. We would have less girls looking for love outside the home, so therefore there would be less teenage mother, which would mean no more foster care because each child would be able to stay with their actual family. There would be more love and nurture at home, which would mean that the positive attitude would be reciprocated into society and we wouldn't have to deal with much hate crimes. The possibility of a better society from women staying in the home is endless. A lot of stuff in society would be fixed if mothers just stayed home and raised beautiful men and women for the future. I'm petitioning to the ladies, take a stand together to make the next generation better. We made a mess with the women's rights movement by taking women out of the roles of teaching the future, which is our kids, to be respectable adults, and putting women in the jobs of our men. Thus, we have job shortage, and when our men can't find jobs, we complain. Still, we are the ones taking their positions. We need to fix the mess we have created by teaching the next generation how to be respectable women and men. I know women should be treated with respect, no doubt about that, but trampling upon our men won't get us the respect we seek, but teaching them to respect us from a young age will. I'm done.
Good
How was
job. Awesome.
Did it sound persuading?
Very, it did. And what the funniest part is I was on the opposite end of the persuasion, realizing what your persuasion was about. And I'm like, oh, never mind, but I'm definitely persuaded. But I loved it a lot. It was good.
Okay. Okay, so the person can go.
Gary, are you ready?
Yeah.
I knew it. Go ahead, bud.
All right. 3 years ago, during the fall season, I was coming to work, and as I stepped to the office of my job, I was deeply shocked by bad news. I saw my always happy supervisor sitting sadly, and a few coworkers were crying. I approached one of them and asked, "What happened?" She answered me with these 4 words: "I can't believe this." The bad news is that my best friend and my longtime coworker was dead, killed by an online lover, with whom she decided to move to a new apartment. And now, what are your chances of being just like me in the same situation or being directly the victim? With the improvement of technology, online dating has become very popular, but sometimes it left some bad memory that nothing can erase. Uh, Sorry, guys. I have to restart. Oh, man.
This isn't funny, man. What are you laughing about, bro? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
died,
maybe he
man.
was laughing at the face that, like, oh, okay. All right. Go
There's a
ahead.
dead man.
No worries.
All right.
He died. It's not fun. No. All right. All right.
Go ahead.
3 years ago, I was coming to work, and as I stepped to the office of my job, I was deeply shocked by bad news. I saw my always happy supervisor sitting sadly, and a few coworkers were crying. I approached one of them and asked, "What happened?" She answered me with these 4 words: "I can't believe this." The bad news is that my best friend and my longtime coworker was dead, killed by an online lover with whom she decided to move to a new apartment. And now, what are your chances of being just like me in the same situation or being the victim directly? The improvement of technology has made online dating very popular, but sometimes it left some bad memories that nothing can erase. When you are dating someone online, make sure you know who he or she is. For example, you can conduct a background check. Make sure it is not too early to openly live with a stranger. That might give you some time to think and to analyze the relationship. Introduce this person to family and friends so you can get good advice. And you might find some information that you would never expect. And now there is no need to unwillingly cause more pain to ignorance and misguided belief. I believe that you will feel more comfortable to share your personal information and love with someone you know or with whom you have developed friendship before intimacy. To finish, I would like to remind you that love is blind, and it might not be able to see all those hackers, predators, and players that are navigating online every day to cause more pain to others. Love is beautiful, but life is very important. Think twice before dating online. Thank you.
Well, that was good.
But the technique,
From what I could hear, it was great.
thank you.
Gosh, sorry. Go.
Go. I mean, I'm ready. I found something that
Sorry, not you.
Oh, I was like, man,
Ah.
ordering me around.
No, I'm sorry. It definitely
Yo.
wasn't you guys. Oh, no, sorry. All right, I will actually try to go if that's okay, just to get my out the way.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Pick that up, babe. What's on the floor? All right, let's see what I can do with you guys. All right. Okay. Now, does anyone have a timer?
I use
I
mine.
want to try. Now you might. I think mine is very short. But
No, trust me, yours isn't that short. Not that short, at least. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, can't find my timer. I don't know.
I think I did a pretty good outline.
I can time it. All right.
You ready?
Ready.
All right, obviously as soon as I start.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I start, yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna mute it, so I'll hear you as soon as you.
All right. I'll wait for you guys to mute. Today, seeing unbearable misbehaved children on a daily is saddening and unfortunate. Parents just aren't sure on how to discipline children or even if spanking is okay. The Monroe motivated sequence will help us understand how spanking and disciplining children is necessary and sometimes best for them. Too many adults nowadays throw adult tantrums simply because of no discipline when they were children. Now, when children aren't disciplined, they get worse as they grow older. Unfortunately, too many children cause public chaos that goes rewarded or isn't handled. Once a child is throwing an unnecessary tantrum, that is when you must take the proper action, or things will technically get worse after some time. Now, I know we work with adults and think, how did their parents put up with them? Or how did they even let them get past this? And the problem and answer is that they didn't. When your child is acting out, you may correct their action in any way fit. Technically, talking or speaking sternly is okay, as well as now and then you do have to raise your voice in a way to correct verbal discipline. Using an item such as a belt, a wooden spoon, or even your hands are pretty much used on a daily through different cultures, and there are other ways to physically correct children as well. Every parent may see fit differently. Either way you choose to discipline or spank your child, you will most likely get results. The law states that you may discipline your child however you'd like, except you may not leave a permanent mark on your child. People feel that it may hurt children's feelings, or they may feel as if they are disrespected and are mean. and then the child becomes troubled or they lose the bond that they had with their parent. Technically, I can understand why you'd feel that way, but that isn't a reason on not correcting a child's behavior. There are boundaries that you do not cross that get learned with time between the relationship of the two. Children that are disciplined gain respect for their parents, whereas children who don't lose respect for their parents. No respect or positivity comes from children not getting disciplined in a situation. And chances are it happens again and things become even harder on those parents. Imagine the difference we could make as adults to actually correct children whenever they need to be. All children, imagine in a world where all children actually don't have to be corrected, and where you rarely see public tantrums from children at all. All children would grow up being more disciplined and well-behaved. Anything group-related, work, school, friends, would now become a lot easier for everyone in their path. Begin change by acknowledging your children's behavior. That's always the first start. If they get out of hand, use strictness. There's discipline and spankings that go along with strictness that can correct a child's behavior. And guaranteed better behaving children are results from being disciplined. Think of that when your child misbehaves. Otherwise, you can be guaranteed an uncontrollable adult if not disciplined properly when the time comes. Now, disciplining children is rewarding when the results of good behavior show. And the more disciplined children you have, the more disciplined our world would be.
Good job.
Yeah, 5 on the dot. Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you. My outline was good. Shoot. I went back and was like, this is probably the best outline I've had. I didn't have to like BS or anything. I should have went faster than that, but all right.
All right. Yeah,
Last but not least.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this. You guys muted?
Yeah, but did you want me to time you or you're good?
No, I'm good. I got this.
Okay.
So, how many of you have heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? In fact, we've all probably heard that too many times that we've never actually taken time to understand why adults in our lives said this. It seems to go through one ear and out the other. We get up, we rush around, we go to class, we wait until the afternoon to go to the cafeteria, then we sit, eat our first meal. Doesn't that seem wrong? Breakfast, as defined by dictionary.com, is the first meal of the day. This means that if your first meal of the day is really lunch, you've skipped breakfast. And for those of you who are diligent breakfast eaters, kudos to you. But I don't give you permission to zone out. This information is still for you. Supposedly, 93% of Americans consider breakfast the most important starter for their day. However, only 44% actually eat breakfast, according to statisticbrain.com. How many of you honestly skip breakfast? It's never too late to turn bad breakfast habits around. I believe every college student should eat breakfast every morning. Skipping breakfast comes with multiple risks of unwanted factors. For example, Livestrong.com suggests that skipping breakfast causes weight gain, less energy, poor concentration, and nutritional imbalance in our bodies. How can not eating a meal cause weight gain? Well, according to the University Health Center at the University of Georgia, college students average 6 to 7 hours of sleep each night. In that time, we aren't eating. If we wake up, skip breakfast, and start our day, by lunch we are starving. This causes us to potentially overeat during lunch, taking in extra calories our body does not need. Another idea is we take in multiple calories throughout the day at random times. For instance, college students especially participate in something called late night snacking. This altogether causes weight gain. According to MayoClinic.com, skipping breakfast is one reason a person may have a sedentary life, sedentary meeting, sitting often, or being inactive. Our muscles need glycogen for energy. When we don't eat, as soon as we wake up from resting all night, our glycogen levels are low, causing us to have less energy for the day. This means less energy physically, psychologically, and socially. Hunger also affects mood, concentration, and alertness, as I mentioned earlier. This means it affects how well you're receiving and understanding information while sitting in class, working, or even simply having a conversation with another person. Everyone has nutritional requirements for each day as well. This includes vitamins, minerals, fiber, calories, and fat. Breakfast skippers have nutritional imbalances because they are not starting their requirements for each day when needed, which is early in the day. Weight gain, less energy, poor concentration, and nutritional imbalance are experienced if we skip breakfast. Also, some college students may say, I just don't have time. Does anyone use this excuse? Some college students believe they need to set an alarm 30 minutes earlier in order to eat a healthy breakfast. This, we will see, is not accurate as we take a look at some solutions. So, an obvious question you've all probably been waiting for me to answer is, what do I eat for breakfast? Well, you want to aim for a breakfast that combines good carbs and fiber with some protein, says Erica Giovinazzo, a nutritionist at Clay Health Club and Spa in New York City, according to Health.com. Oh yeah, according to Health.com, the healthiest breakfast meals to consume include oatmeal, Greek yogurt, grapefruit, bananas, eggs, and any kind of berry. Now, for those who say, I don't have time, buy a box or two of breakfast bars and you're set for the next week or two. You can eat breakfast bars in the car or on your way walking to class. The time excuse is no longer valid if breakfast really is important to you. Breakfast is important, the most important meal of the day, as I have already established. But what if you just can't get your hands on a healthy breakfast? Dr. Christine Clark from Penn State University says that grabbing a donut is better than eating nothing at all. Even a donut, something not suggested by Health.com, gets your metabolism going in the morning and gives you a little bit of energy you need. The overall point here is eat in the morning. So I want you to picture this. You wake up, you tell yourself, I care enough about my body and I care enough about my day that I'll eat breakfast this morning. You do something so simple that your body thanks you for it. You grab a protein breakfast bar and you're off for the day. Maybe you even make yourself coffee or grab a bottle of water. Simple enough, right? Or maybe you feel so motivated to start your day right that you eat eggs, fruit, or oatmeal. Maybe you really do set your alarm 30 minutes earlier. You go to your first class. Imagine taking your seat, ready to learn with food in your stomach. Perhaps you'll pick up more information than you originally would. Perhaps you notice your mood is better. Your attitude with others is better. Why? Because you started to start your day off the right way. That's it. Nice.
It was great. I'm so sorry for being such a bad listener.
No, it's all right. It's all
I'm
good.
not gonna miss mine anymore.
Huh?
I'm not gonna miss my breakfast anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? I really like that because I really believe in a lot of that stuff too. So it actually worked out really good.
I was gonna say it's awesome topic.
Very good, man. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like that was the best speech ever. Out of all of them, even though I just kind of
Hey.
grabbed some other outline, but whatever.
And that works. Does anyone? Well, you know what? I'm gonna check one more time at the very beginning for Ebony's number, just to be
It's
on the
not
safe.
checked.
We're
Oh,
on,
really?
right?
Yep,
Oh, she's on now, right?
she is.
Oh wait, never mind. I just heard somebody.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I was trying to call her just now and I couldn't get her. I don't know.
I'm gonna try one more time.
I
What's
called
going
her
on?
5 times just now.
Oh. Okay, so
It said that it shows that everyone but me is in a call. It says Topi, Amital, Ebony, and Gary. That's weird.
yeah, I'm literally I don't know. The only way that we can start to download it is when you hang up, right, Topaz?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess if she calls back before it gets later, would you guys be up to it? I mean, we can be our audience if you guys would want. We could hang out now.
I don't mind.
I don't mind either. I'm just gonna be like, obviously, I'm just gonna leave my laptop like here and go do everything else I need to do, and you guys just call me.
Okay.
But I can definitely hop back on. I think I'm leaving probably around like 11, like right after I'm done with this.
Well, let's hang up now, and if she calls,
and then before then, yeah,
so we can get to edit our video.
exactly.
It's a shame too. She was on last night.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably went and handled it.
I feel like, well, I mean, I would think that she would have told us if she did that. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like the way that she's like, it's gonna be late, and like she would be on here knowing how late 9 o'clock was already.
Right.
I feel like that's the only reason why she's on, because she's like, I'm gonna handle this. And if not, we're on until like at least 11 anyway, 11:30.
Right. All right.
So at least we'll get this done. Topaz, you have to wait for it to like download and everything, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna take like about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll send it to you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. This was awesome. I don't even know if we have one more after this, do we?
No, this is it.
No.
You got one for yourself that you have to do. You have to do one like wrap up discussion. But other than that, this is it, man.
Do you guys know how to do that, like in a real quick basis? Like, be like, hey, I learned speech was awesome, and this is the vocab words I learned, and how to do this better, right?
He wants, I guess, one of the directions say to like use all the techniques that you learned or whatever.
Yeah.
I just did like an overview about the class, man. I mean, at this point, like I'm already accepted to my next school, so I don't really care.
Okay, cool. All right, it sounds good then, guys. See you on the flip side. Say it again.
You can just do an informative speech about the online class, and
Right.
just,
That's pretty much what I
it doesn't have to be a long speech. It could be like 1 minute or even 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
I think it said 3 to 5.
Yeah, it says 3 to 5, but I did 2, so it's like whatever.
We're done, guys. All right. Oh, show.
See ya.
All right.